Hello, friends. It's teacher Elena. I'm going to read you a story called The Tiny Seed by Carle. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Do you remember when it was autumn and the beautiful orange and red and brown leaves were falling all around? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Do you see the seed that got too close to the sun? Can you find it? How many seeds are on this page? Tell me. 10 seeds on this page. Maybe one of the tiny seeds tricked you. Can you find it? Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. Do you see the tiny seed? Do you see that it is lower than the others and the rest of the seeds are higher? How many big seeds are left? Not counting the tiny seed. How many big seeds are left? Let's see. 6 big seeds left, plus 1 tiny seed makes 7 seeds total. 1 seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats 1 seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small the bird did not even see it. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch, but the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring, and it is spring right now in our lives. Let's read about what things make it spring. After a few months of snow, it has melted. It really is spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls, the seeds grow so round and full that they start to burst open a little bit. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants with tiny sprouts. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up towards the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big weed. And it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't even begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry. But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun and springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along and, oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor flowers and plants grow even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. What is happening? First, we hear footsteps. Then a shadow looms over them. A hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. A child has picked the flower to give to a friend. And now in this story, it is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It does not stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it, and it grows and grows and grows. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It even starts growing taller than the people. It even starts growing taller than the trees and taller than the houses. And now a big, beautiful flower grows on it. People come from near and far to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visit the flower. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The leaves are turning brown and orange and yellow. The days grow shorter, the nights grow colder, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. The whole process starts again. Some petals drop from the giant flower and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. And the seeds get carried away by the wind. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens and releases so many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. Where do you think those tiny seeds are going to go, and what do you think will happen to them? I wonder. The end. Thank you for reading that story, my friends, of how a tiny seed makes it through so many adventures to become a huge and beautiful flower. And if we eat our good food and we get sleep and we drink water, we will grow too. Yes. Goodbye, my friends.